The artist who painted an official portrait of President Bill Clinton that hangs in the National Gallery says he added a little something extra to the portrait that he's talking about now. Shanks is the artist, and he says that if you look at the left-hand side of that portrait, there's a mantle in the Oval Office, and I put a shadow coming into it, the painting, and it does two things. It actually literally represents a shadow from a blue dress that I had on a mannequin that I had there while I was painting it, but when he was not there, it was also a bit of a metaphor in that it represents a shadow on the office he held or on him. He put Monica Lewinsky's blue dress into the National Gallery portrait, the official National Gallery portrait of President Bill Clinton.
Okay, I think Shanks is a bit of a dick.
Yeah.
Okay, now, if you're doing an unofficial portrait of Bill Clinton, or whatever it is that you're doing, and you want to do this as art, and you want to put the dress there as in the shadow, I actually then think it's kind of cool, right? Like, it's good symbolism, it's art. I kind of like it as a general concept. But you're doing the official portrait of Bill Clinton. You didn't tell him that, so you lied to him. And in fact, his lie is more thorough than that. And you did it to, like, ha, got you. And the guy trusted you to do the portrait. Bill Clinton picked him out of all these other people.
He picked him.
And at the time, he said that he wasn't going to play any games. Do you have that quote?
There are times when I love to play all kinds of complicated games in painting, but I think this is one case when I need to be fairly straightforward. I'll just try to paint the man, his intelligence, his amiability, and his stature. Maybe paint him fairly close to humor and try to get it just right.
That's what he said at the time when he was when they were picking him and when he was painting it. But meanwhile, he full well knew that he was not going to play it straightforward.
Right.
That he was going to, when Clinton was not there, he would put the mannequin up with the blue dress, and he would put it into the painting, right? So you were lying. And then what's interesting about Shanks is, again, like, if I thought he was coming from more of an artistic place rather than a political place, I would give him more leeway. But he said, oh, I did it because Bill Clinton's a liar.
Yeah.
But wait a minute. You're a liar. You lied to Bill Clinton about what you were doing with that portrait in order to get him to pick you, so that afterwards, like, obviously many years later, you can turn around and go, ha ha, and aren't I so clever? Well, no, then you're a dick. And so if under a different context, and context matters a lot, I would actually appreciate the painting, okay?
Yeah.
Because there was a shadow that hung over Clinton. Now, I actually think it was fairly unfair, because I don't care what he did with his sex life, and they make it seem like it taints his presidency. No, what taints his presidency is that he deregulated the banks, which then caused that epic collapse in 2008, okay? Yeah. Not some stupid dress from some girl that he happened to sleep with that I don't care about at all. But I get it. You want to do a painting like that, have at it, Hoss, but don't lie to the guy and then screw him over many years later while you get to feel all high and mighty about it.
Yeah, it kind of pisses me off, because of the taxpayers paid for this painting, and this is something that goes in the National Gallery, which, is supposed to stand as the historical monument to, the presidency and to basically, American history. This is the official portrait, and he slips this thing in, and it's of all the things that he could have decided to make reference to, this is the one thing that he chose to do.
I think the part where he said the 42nd president is, quote, this is the painter, Shanks, probably the most famous liar of all time. Now, okay, so you hated the guy, and it's the most ironic thing in the world that you lied to him, pretending that you were going to play it straight up, so you could put this painting in there, the dress in the painting, and then say, I did it because you're a liar. Okay, no.
Yeah. Now, he's also said that he's claimed that the Clintons have been trying to get the National Portrait Gallery to take it down. This is what the artist says, Shanks. But a gallery spokesperson has denied that, and the Clintons apparently have said absolutely nothing about trying to get this portrait taken down. They apparently think that it's, not worth it.
Yeah, the fact that the National Portrait Gallery says, no, the Clintons have never contacted us to take the painting down, and this guy's making it seem like he's some sort of hero who's fighting the good fight against the Clintons while they're trying to take down his art, whatever. He's the Bill O'Reilly of painters. Okay, that never happened.
There you go.
That never happened. No, you're a prick. And so all the people who are snickering about this, I'm not amused. It's, like I said, in a different context, it would be a perfectly good piece of art. In this context, you were just an ass.
Yeah.
And you wasted our money doing it, which conservatives shouldn't like.